Awesome. Thank all of y'all for joining us. We're going to have a suspended search for tomorrow. Is that snow-covered forest?
That is a snow-covered forest. I saw his lands. So he has snow-covered mountains and snow-covered forest. Oh, Brendan, where are your foil snow-covered everything? How could you? Let's see. He's going to fetch. So I know it's height and shift. You don't want to pull out all of your mountains. Oh, they're both going to...
Yeah, this is pretty standard. They're both going to suspend search for tomorrow.
Yeah, I know you don't want to pull out all of your mountains in it or anything because obviously they're a key part of Valakut Scapeshift. Is that a Chandra?
Yeah, that's a Chandra. So Joshua is on the Chandra version.
Ooh, this is going to be spicy.
Absolutely. Though it's typically the versions are playing like Chandra and Corsair in their flex spots and are not playing Prismatic. Usually those versions.
Prismatic, though, after seeing it in Brendan's deck, is very, I think it's very good. I think it's something that should be in the Titan Shift decks.
Absolutely. It seemed to work out for Brendan, too. Brendan had sort of the toolboxy version at our PPTQ.
Yes.
Shout out to Brendan. Y'all can check that out on YouTube. And we have a Steve. First Steve of the game.
Look at those 2 search for tomorrows. Oh, man. Let's see. It's going to go in for those snow-covered mountains.
Absolutely. I love the snowlands.
I love the foils, but it's crazy how strong they are. My mommy loves you. What is going on?
No, it's but mommy loves you.
Oh my gosh. You play 14 mountains so you can go get up to 7. Thank you, Brendan. Thank you for reminding me of this. So he's going to play Chandra. What do you do here? Because this is a Chandra, if I'm correct, you exile the top card and you can choose to play it or deal 2.
And he's going to take 2, which puts RLV in range. Because you want them to be at 18 or below. Typically.
Yeah, so we see a prime time in RLV's hand land.
He's not going to crack that Steve. He's instead just going to get the search for tomorrow. Oh, we are not. I hope we see a Scred, Brendan. I hope we see a Scred. That is the deal. That's what we're looking for. So RLV is in range. He didn't crack Steve. And typically what we're looking at is he's possibly looking just to get in damage here.
That's what I was going to say.
Because you do need to put the person in range.
The question is, does he try to damage the Chandra or does he try to damage the player? What would be the best play in this case?
Well, I mean, Chandra's already plus, so Steve's not taking that down anytime soon.
He also has
a
bolts.
lightning bolt. But again, typically you want that to go to the face. So
yeah. Well, he has, a lightning bolt? Is that an anger or another lightning bolt?
I think that's a main anger.
Oh, let's see. Who does he go for here? Okay, so he's going to go for Joshua.
All right, so that's going to take Joshua down to 19.
Yep, and
double
bolt.
Oh man, that
feels.
That doesn't feel as great, but it does feel necessary. All right, so we have another search coming off suspend for Joshua here.
Joshua has how many cards in hand? I believe he has 2.
Yeah, I think he's on 2 cards in hand.
So we have a Valakut and a Wooded Foothills and a Prime Time from RLV. Let's see. Oh, we have Chalice. Oh, he has multiple.
Chalice is not going to do much here.
No. Unless he can Chalice for... Oh, God. Oh, man. A big number. I don't think that's a good number. Oh, God. Okay.
What's great about these matchups is we, unless they go the primetime route, we really don't have to keep up with life totals.
No.
Because they're just going to finish the person in one go.
Okay, so he has Scapeshift, Chalice, and land in hand. What is he going to Chalice for? 1? 0?
Chalice for 0, so that...
What is that hit?
Brendan, what does that hit?
Oh, Summoner's Pact.
It does hit Summoner's Pact,
hits
that's
Summoner's
correct.
Pact, that is right. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that card. What is it? Current list plays 3 Hour Promises and 2 Prismatic Omens.
Wow, you're all in on those Hour Promises. They're pretty good, though.
I mean, when he did play them in, because he played in the Team Unified we had last time, the Hour Promise was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see.
Brendan said, good job, Brittany. He'll give me props one day.
Aw, thank you. Love you, Brendan.
He'll give me props one day.
Glad you're dry in Lubbock.
Right? Dodging hurricanes. Hurricane Dodger. Alright, so we have a Wooded Foothills coming down for RLV.
He can play Primetime right now.
Yeah,
he wants to.
He's in Primetime range.
He has to search for tomorrow in a Valakut in hand.
Joshua's getting in a dangerous range here, too.
Yeah. Well, the issue is, though, is that even if he prime times, Joshua is still at 19. So he would have to get, a hit in with prime time.
Right. See what RLV is going to do here. He does have, I believe, Steve Shin in his middle for his team.
Yes, he has Steve Shen and then Mike on the... Oh, let me see. Right, middle, left side.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like...
That would be all three of the sides. Mike is just hovering above everybody.
You never know. You never know. He could have on angel wings and go for it. Are we mad at
We're
Allie
not mad at Allie.
Oh, Allie, we are not mad at you. I actually... Thank you, Allie, for watching, because I know you said you want to watch Supernatural and finish the season, so I love you, and thank you.
Oh, that's okay. Supernatural's become poop
Supernatural
anyways.
is terrific.
It's become poop lately anyways.
Stop. No, we haven't watched, what is it, season 12? We're finishing season 11 right now. Or actually, I've already finished
it became poop at like season 8.
Oh my god. We don't like him, Allie. We don't like him.
All right. So he's going to grab a Stomping Grounds and a Valakut, and I believe
1, 2, 3,
that's
4,
going to be a
5,
trigger.
6.
And yeah, he's just showing him that's the Scapeshift next turn.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, RLV lost that game in pretty normal fashion.
Brendan, since you're on chat, tell us, what do you sideboard in against if you're doing Titan Shift versus Titan Shift?
It's really actually, from what I've seen, more about what you sideboard out. You
Okay.
have a lot of cards
So I
that
know
are
anger goes away.
Yeah, so you're seeing anger, these chalices that are main board, and yeah, it does stop Pact, but it's oh man, Allie, Brendan's not gonna be much help. Brendan's just Baloth. So you get to
that's
gain life,
right.
put yourself out of range.
Oh, he has Thragtusk?
RLV has Thragtusk, so this is Shin's version of Scapeshift. looking
Oh,
at.
this is Shen's Scapeshift deck? Okay.
You're right.
Okay, so this, I'm okay with. So you take out anger, obviously.
RLV's looking at the Thragtusk and the 2 Baloths.
Yes. I don't know if you bring in Thragtusk. Like, what is it?
It gains you 5 life.
Yeah. So you bring in all of it, like the Obstinate Baloth and the Thragtusk?
Because you put yourself out of range.
Yeah.
You just need them to be in range and you be out of range.
Does it matter that he has Chalice? Would you want to bring anything against that? Or does it just not matter at that point? Or do you actually just sideboard Chalice out?
Yeah, I don't think that you're particularly worried about Summoner's Pack. Actually, the game might go long, but it does look like Joshua has better cards.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
he's straight up taking out the
Yeah.
Chalices and the Angers, I believe.
I mean, those are the number one cards that we're going to side out right now. So.
Yeah.
And then let's see, what is... Because ROV does not play Chalice main. I know he's going to take out the Angers. Oh, is that the Hour Promise I see? I do.
Oh, absolutely. Our Promise
Oh,
has been a
yes.
cool little tech that this deck's picked up.
He is. Okay, so RLV is playing Prismatic Omens. He is playing Hour Promise. So Steve has updated the list.
Brendan says, so RLV's playing a bad version. And then Allie believes that you side in 60 Mountains.
You know, Allie, what about 56 Mountains and then 4 Valakus? I think that would be good, Allie. I think that's good.
You just side in more Valakuts.
Yes. Wait, that's illegal. No.
No.
Bad. Oh my gosh.
So this is the way that Modern can typically be, which is why I wanted to put this matchup on camera, is because RLV
So
is showing us.
he's siding out Lightning Bolt.
And
Wait,
putting
so
in
he's-
Thragtusk and 2 Baloths. 1 Lightning Bolt.
So
and-
he's keeping the Anger main? Does he play Anger main? So he's
No,
taking
we
out-
saw it out of Joshua. We didn't see it out of RLV.
Okay, so maybe he's not. So he is putting in the Obstinate Baloth and Thragtusk, which I think is the correct play here. I don't know what Joshua's putting in. Something probably similar. I would assume
Yeah,
something
because
similar.
they all play life gain on their sideboard.
Yes.
And the reason I was stating before why I picked a matchup like this is because this is the way that Modern can be. Your deck can be teched to beat everything else, and then you get to the mirror.
And then it-
and
yes.
and then it just becomes about, either who's on the play, who has the more experience with the deck, etc.
Well, also hand. It all depends on, because we saw there, yes, ROV had a prime time, but Joshua had escape shift, and he got him down. It's also one of those things where, like, if Josh can get ROV down to 17 first, and ROV doesn't,
Yeah,
like,
it
those
doesn't apply
bolts,
pressure.
I think those bolts should have been used.
Well, he only sided 1 out.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, first game, those bolts should have been used to try and get Joshua down into range.
It was just so hard because
Yeah.
RLV didn't already have the Valakut, right? So, yeah, he just was
It's
on the
a
back
difficult-
foot. It came down to who had Scapeshift rather than... Yes, smiley face.
I remember when I did that. It's good. It's good.
Oh, yes, Brendan saying he plays Leyline sideboard.
Oh, Leyline of, blah, 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 blah.
Sanctity.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. My blah, blah, blah was Sanctity. It's okay. They're both going down to 6.
Awesome.
Oh.
I mean, that's what you want to see, is you and your opponent both going down to 6.
How does it do on mulligans, though? Like,
How does the deck mulligan? Amazingly.
Yeah,
You're just going
amazingly?
and finding
Okay.
lands.
That's true. All you need are lands and Scapeshift.
You want to ramp faster than the other decks. So you want to see either an early turn Steve or Search for Tomorrow. Steve being Sakura
Search,
Tribe
Farseek, Explore, because Explore also lets you draw a card and play an additional land. So
Explore's typically one of the first side outs, though.
Really? Mm-hmm. We didn't see RLV side those out. I think actually Joshua may have taken out his Explorers and his Chalices, because I saw him side in 6 cards, not just 3.
All right, let's see what we got. So he sided in, or either he sided him or he's playing on main board, Colony Heart Expedition.
Pourquoi?
The enchantment where whenever a land enters, you trigger it, and then you go grab, I believe, 3 lands. Once it has 3 or more counters, you sack it.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of the lists used to play it. It's not favored anymore.
Okay, I was about to
So
say,
it's kind of some older tech.
Ooh, okay, so Joshua has a Summoner's Pact.
Yeah, RLV's leading off on Valakut here, and then we have a tapped Stomping Ground for Joshua. You don't want to immediately put yourself in range.
Does RLV here play Prismatic Omen or Steve? Steve, yes.
Oh, so he does have Prismatic Omen.
He does.
In the
he
deck.
has it in hand right now, and he has
Awesome.
Hour of Promise in hand as well, Valakuts and Windswept Teeth. Joshua, I know he has Primetime Summoner's Pact. There's the Mountain.
And there's the Colony Heart Expedition.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Brendan is not a fan of KHE, as the kids call it.
So he's going to hit in for 1. That's good.
Yeah.
He does have Farseek in hand. So I think he wants to do the mana ramp. I don't know if he plays... Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so Brendan's saying that typically, Steve, you want to have 4 mana turn 3. So you can get in a couple hits with it.
Okay.
Right. Well, let's see what Joshua has here. He's got a couple fetches in hand.
I know he has the Primetime, the Summoner's Pact. He has a Valakut in hand, if I'm correct. And then he has a couple of fetches. Yeah. Checking card totals. Let's see. Yeah, there's the Valakut. And Cinderglade. Oh man, this is how I know I'm getting better at Magic. I can tell what cards are what just based off their
artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the goal. I don't know where this database is in my head.
I don't
somewhere.
like it's in a file locked away in a cabinet.
All right, so Joshua getting some help from his teammate here.
Let's see.
And Brendan's noting that RLV shouldn't care about
attacking since he's Omen plus Hour, which is 12 damage, 2 times Valakut. Oh, yeah. Brendan.
We have our resident Scapeshift pro player in the chat. The pro-iest of Scapeshift players.
And you said Joshua and his team actually came up from South Houston to actually play on our team Unified Modern here?
Yeah, and they typically top SCG events from what they were telling me. So.
Okay. So this is... I was about to say, I was like, how is he going to
because he needs to have the 4th
it?
land.
Yeah.
That's what his teammate was telling him, is to play the Summoner's Pact.
He does have... Yeah, I
and he hasn't made a land drop for the turn yet.
No, he has not. I actually think that was correct on his teammate's part, just because it also helps him...
Fetches with KHE is not bad. I'm going to give him that, Brendan. It is bad, though, because it will put him in range.
How much does Hour of Promise cost?
5.
5? Okay, so RLV...
He's going to sack the Steve now.
Yes. Which I think is correct because he can play Prismatic Omen, and then he can next turn play Hour of Promise, because right now RLV is not in range.
Joshua's going to have to tap 4 mana at the beginning of his upkeep.
Yeah, so I think this is the correct play for RLV, is Prismatic Omen, wait a turn, his lands are tapped, and then go into...
And also worth noting, RLV is at 20.
Yes. I mean, granted, Joshua is still at 19, but I think that's fine. That's very okay.
Man, Joshua does some of the smoothest shoveling I've ever seen out of a player. That was
when
like
you have
butter.
Small hands, it just doesn't work. Let's see. Did someone bring in Crumble to Dust? I don't.
Not from what I saw.
No. So he's Prismatic Oming Steve.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna have Prismatic Omen Steve, and the next turn he has the Hour of Promise open to him.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
All right, we have a fetch land coming down for RLV. Man, I hope Joshua attacks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I know
5.
Brendan did bring in Sudden Shock in the mirror, so he could
I
hit their
remember.
Steve.
I remember this. So technically, right now he has Valakut is considered itself a mountain, correct? Because of
No.
Prismatic Omen?
Yes.
Okay, so is Valakut turned on right now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Or no.
Is it not?
Yes,
So
it
1,
is
2,
because
3,
of all the
4,
lands. Yeah, they all
5,
become
6.
every basic
Yeah.
land type. Oh, layering.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to go up to 2 counters after he sacks Steve, and it's going to go right up to 3 counters.
So if it goes up to 3 counters, then he sacks it and goes in for 3 land?
2 land, I believe.
2 land. Okay. Wait, what just happened?
And that looks like a scoop. It looks like RLV did the exact same thing that Joshua did, where he kind of showed him, like, dude, next turn I have it.
Okay.
Right?
Sack, I have Hour Promise.
Yeah, like, you're
1v1,
going to have to
okay.
tap for, like we were saying, he's going to have to
Okay.
tap at the beginning of his turn.
I was like, hold on.
Ali is noting, Brennan, what are you going to do if they ban Valakut?
I don't understand. We were just talking
Brennan would
about this,
disappear
actually.
off the face of the map.
He probably would, but we were
He would
just
just build
talking
Bubble
about
Hulk, actually.
this. Well, because I know Brendan right now is working on foiling out his Titan Shift deck. So it would kind of... Oh, man. That would break my heart if I fold out a deck and then it got banned. Ooh.
Oh, man. You want to talk about someone who builds a deck and then it gets banned, whether it's foil or not? Billy Witten, who's in the room right now. I was with him in Atlanta when he finished Splinter Twin, and I was with him at a bar 2 weeks later when they announced that they banned Splinter Twin.
That's actually what happened to
He did.
Dom.
Sahili Cat got banned. That's
what
Billy
I did.
also played.
Yes.
He also played the Emrakul based strategy, and another modern deck he was playing got banned. So like 4 decks within a couple years.
Yes. Yeah. That happened with me. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of gave up on standard after they banned my cat. Just let chat know, I have 6 cats with my roommate, so whenever you ban a cat, I instantly I don't want to play. Oh, sad face.
It's a sad face because he's on the draw, and that's not where you want to be.
So I see Thragtusk, I see Summoner's
Ooh,
Pact.
Joshua throwing his hand away. It's a decent
Is
sign
that a
for
Farseek?
RLV.
Okay, I think RLV keeps this. You have 2 land, a Farseek, a Summoner's Pact, Thragtusk. Is that 2 Thragtusk?
I believe that's a Scapeshift, yeah.
Yeah. I honestly think this
Seems pretty. It's kind of subpar, but I think it's better. He's consulting Steve about it.
Yeah.
I think it's better than what Joshua was looking at.
Yes.
Oh, Joshua dropping some cards.
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever he goes to that kills me. Oh god, that kills me so much.
That's why you don't foil out your decks.
Yeah.
Leo says meow, Brittany.
Aw, meow meow, Leo, meow meow.
YouTube is going to
babies.
be so confused. Please go on to twitch.tv and you can actually watch the live version of the stream where it replays chat, and then you'll understand what we're talking about. Because there's Ali and Brendan are communicating in the chat.
They are. So if you look at the chat, you can see my roommate and our friend Brendan, and they're going back and forth.
Yeah.
And they're kind of just telling us stuff. And, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, because I know YouTube's just going to be like, what are they...
Like,
this
like,
crazy
girl
cat lady
is,
here?
Meowing in them. I don't understand this. They're going to be like, guys, I don't think she should be on here anymore. Oh, so ROV actually decided to mulligan.
Oh, yeah. I think Steve told them that was not optimal. And this is
Ooh.
looking worse. Steve, what did you do?
Okay, B-Land.
Forest.
B-Land. Oh.
Not the right land.
Is he going to go to 5?
The right land.
Is he... I would have kept that first hand. I would have kept... Oh. I think
Josh's hand is so good.
Yeah.
He at least has double Summoner's Pact open to him, and RLV's hand is not doing anything.
Well, Josh has 2 Search for Tomorrows and 2... Am I correct? Yeah, he has 2 Search for Tomorrows, a Farseek, a Explorer.
His hand is amazing.
It's so good. I
Anything
wish,
he draws is gas.
Yeah, I wish RLV had kept that first hand. I do. Slowly killing me.
Brendan, would you mold the first hand? Do you scoop then?
You go to 5 and you scoop. No, Hallie, you don't.
I think that first hand was good enough. I don't think that Steve should have told him to mulligan.
Wait, okay, so real quick, Brendan, why would you have mulled that first hand? So he had 2 lands, he had his Farseek, he had his Summoner's Pact. If he had drawn into anything good, like...
That's a lot better than what he's looking at
That
right
is,
now.
but if you had drawn into, like, a secure tri-builder or any of that, it would be fine.
Yeah, Brendan's saying he would keep the first hand.
I mean, his hand is fine.
It looks like he's gonna throw that card to the bottom, possibly. Maybe one of the life gainers.
It's either that or...
Because he thought about it. All right, we have a suspended search for tomorrow, and we're gonna be off to these races with these 5-minute games.
Okay, so obviously ROV is going to fetch and then search for tomorrow as well. Yes.
All right, so RLV already going down to assumptively just 19 here.
19. I believe so. I don't think there's a reason for him to shock himself at all. Yep, there we go.
All right,
So he's going to play his second search for tomorrow.
we have a removed counter from Joshua, and yeah,
I think that's what he's doing.
with a tap Cinderglade right after.
Yes, I think this is the correct play. Yep, there you go.
Man, this is the
Yeah.
epitome of ramp strategies, though, because I remember the old school standard ramp strategies, and this is just insane. Like this is what those decks wanted to be.
RLV here with just all land in hand. Let's see. Hopefully he draws into something, anything. A search for tomorrow. So we have two searches.
We have double search for
Isn't
tomorrow.
this what we
And a tap
saw?
land. And a tap land. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
So the reason there's a problem with this is RLV is one turn behind.
Yes.
If they're doing the exact same thing, RLV is one turn behind. He does
Well-
have Omen somewhere in his deck.
Yeah, he does. So right now we only have Explorer and Farseek also in Joshua's hand. So right now all they have is Mana Ramp. Neither one of them have a Summoner's Pact. Neither one of them have Prime Time.
Yeah.
No Scapeshift. Like, it's off to a slow start. I think this is gonna be a whoever can grab the combo first. I think that's just what.
Well,
this
that's
is what
another
we do.
Cinderglade from Joshua. So RLV, if you note, he's gotten a little more serious in this game 3 because he's not even touching that die. That's
Yeah.
at the top. He was doing that for us, but he's in this game.
He's very into this. So he's gonna Farseek. Let's see. I'd mold to 1 and hope it was a Grizzlebrand. This duck runs that card.
Brendan, we'll let you deal with Ellie.
Yeah, I can't deal with that. Oh God, Allie.
All right, so we have a
I love
Farseek
you.
from Joshua. He's gonna grab a Cinderglade. He's gonna play
And he's
another
gonna-
Cinderglade and play out Steve.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so like we were stating, it's just ramping upon ramping for both of these players.
So if Joshua next turn draws into Scapeshift,
Summoner's Pact, Prime Time.
he's just. Whew.
Yeah, this game is looking pretty locked for whoever grabs the best
Yes.
card first.
We have very colorful people on our chat. That's about it. That's as far as we're getting here.
All right,
Oh,
Joshua's gonna cut here,
please
and
be
RLV's
good.
gonna draw.
I actually just don't want to. Let's see. Is that a land? Oh, and it was a land.
Welcome to the chat, Houston Buccaneer. That'll be John Schwanzes, who's usually up here at the shop.
Hi. All right, so this is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm slowly dying on the inside because I know Joshua.
There's an inevitability to
Yes.
it. Yeah.
And Joshua has so much
Absolutely.
land compared to RLV that I think Joshua actually ends up winning this one. You never know, but
That was prime time.
Prime time. Yep.
It's almost as if he saw the future.
Man.
Wow.
This was tough. I'm not gonna lie, this was tough. I feel for RLV because like he had to go down, and I wish he had just kept.
And he
that
never
first
gets to be on
hand.
camera.
I know, because he's always
He's-
okay. I kind of took his space. He's normally the one that's commentating, but
Right.
I thought I'd try it out. But yeah, oh,
All right.
I think.
And absolutely, we are rooting for you, Joshua. But RLV
Oh, yeah, no,
got to step out of the booth
100%.
for a second. And,
to actually come and play, but I already knew this was gonna happen.
yeah, it really does come down to who's on the play typically.
Yes. So
So Valkut online for Joshua here.
oh man, okay, let's see. So what happened? So if ROV draws into what could save him here?
I think the last card in his hand is land.
it is. So that's what I'm saying. If he, I
Is
don't
it
know what he can
untapped
draw
land?
into.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, okay. There's multiple lands. 3
Yeah.
lands.
He has drawn nothing but land.
Wow.
That is it. And it's a land. I think RLV.
This looks pretty bad. He's not
Yeah.
just dead.
He's not. So prime time you swing, you take 6. When prime time swing, you go in, you search for land. So obviously he's going to go in and search for 2.
I think he is just dead.
He is. He goes in, he searches for 2 mountains. There's 3 Valakuts.
That's
Is that
18.
3?
That'd be 18 damage.
Yeah.
So he would go down to 1
So he
unless
has
there's
2
a
Valakuts
land.
on board.
Nope. So yeah, that is just dead.
6, 7, swing, get 2 mountains. It's dead. Yeah. Oh, wait, is he gonna... Yeah, okay, an RV scoops.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, that was a quick couple of games.
yeah.
And that typically being where Modern's at, being
Yeah.
quick, but man, the mirror is just so hard to adjust for.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really like Modern where it is right now. I really do. Like, there's just so many good decks and I want to play them all.
Right?
So
Well,
I don't know what to do.
let's get back over to the metagame here. Not this metagame. That's going to be
No.
changing wildly soon.
I can't wait. Excellent comes out. I'm ready.
Let's get over to what is this
see.
metagame. Affinity has really... I mean, it always
It
bounces
just
from, like, the
stays.
bottom to the top.
Well,
but, like,
every time I go on like MTG Top 8 or anything like that, Affinity is just somehow always up there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I personally do not like playing Affinity, but obviously it's a good deck.
absolutely, we should get some custom glass trophies.
Oh, done.
This is where my
Done.
eyes are. Custom glass trophies.
They're only $21.88. I think this is a junk. Wait, what?
Apparently,
What is
Abzan
this?
is no longer Abzan, and they've just referred to it as junk.
Oh, good.
We're going back to the
God.
old school names, except this should be USA.
Yes. So let's see. I wish Dredge was.
Eldrazi and Taxes putting up numbers recently.
Wait,
Let's look
what
at
is
this list.
this?
Eldrazi and Taxes? Oh, this is-
577. It's not expensive either. Let me see this. So Leon and Arbiter. Oh God. Whew. Leon and Arbiter.
Dark
yeah.
Confidant, which is just one of my favorite cards ever.
Yeah.
Leon and Arbiter, which actually saw a reprint in the
Yes.
Cat Commander deck.
Yes. I mean, obviously, it's a kitty cat meow meow.
We have Thalia, Guardian of Thraben main board. When you're playing this many creatures, that's just fine.
Yes.
We have Tide Hollow Scholar, which I've always been a fan of. I mean, this card is just one of my favorite designs on a card.
I like the art. Like, obviously it's Arcade Post. But
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it played a lot. I just haven't.
Did you play during Brain Maggot time in Standard?
No, I
Because
didn't.
it's very similar.
Oh man. Eldrazi Displacer.
Right.
Obviously, if you're gonna do white with Eldrazi's.
Exactly. Thought
Flicker
not.
Whiz, Wasteland Strangler. Yeah. Wasteland Strangler.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Wasteland Strangler is spice.
Oh,
I'm such a
man.
fan. Because you exile the card with Tide Hollow Scholar, then you put it back in their graveyard.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And
okay.
and kill something.
Okay. I see this now.
These combinations.
isn't-
Same thing with Thought Knot.
Oh, yeah.
Exile a card, and then Wasteland
I'm
Strangler.
a big fan of Thought here. I'm not even gonna lie to you on this. 4
Mhm.
Aether Vial.
Your typical
Eldrazi
land
t-
count. This is getting. That's not even. Yeah, that's paper price. This is getting ridiculous. So I'm glad there's a reprint.
I don't understand. Well, this is the thing. Like, Aether Vial has been printed in an Invention. It's been printed in, what was it, the original? And then it hasn't been reprinted since, though, right? It's just those two printings of Aether Vial.
So wait, what were you saying? It was.
So there's an Invention, obviously, of Aether Vial. And then
There was from the vault.
Okay, so then there was a From the
Vault
Vault Aether
relics.
Vial. Okay, so then there was the original Aether Vial. Correct?
And then there's Modern Masters.
And then there's... Oh, yeah. I don't understand
This
why this card
card-
is still so much money.
I think because
It's been reprinted
it
so
has the
much.
Tarmogoyf issue of like it's named Aether Vial, so that's why it's expensive.
Yeah, though I'm very happy that now Tarmogoyf, you can actually go buy one for $90 instead of,
You can buy one for $65.
Really? Have they gone down that much?
The Modern Masters
I know the
2015
Modern Masters
ones.
Wow. Okay, alright. Oh, this sideboard.
Or
Gideon
some
is such a
Pontiff.
good card.
Haunt. What a weird ability.
Oh, I saw this in we saw this in the sideboard of the Counters Company.
Yep.
Yeah, we saw that in the sideboard. I love Aven Mind Sensor.
Oh yeah.
It's-
And it got destroyed by the most recent reprint. Like look at the price. 66 cents.
Oh my gosh. I don't like this Stony Sands art. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
I just
not a
don't.
fan either.
No. Surgical, very good. Graph Diggers. People, like, Graph Diggers was such a big card. Like, I remember I went to GP Dallas, and I could not find this card to save my life. I bought the very last one at every single booth, and it's just not a played card anymore right now. Which I still think is good.
Dredge
I'll
has
still play
like
it.
kind of fallen out of favor, but Dredge and Affinity do a similar thing where they disappear and then they reappear.
And then they come back, yeah.
Right.
I'm
When everyone forgets
hoping-
about him.
I'm very much hoping that Dredge comes back because...
Let's see what this
I
new
want the-
card is.
What is this? Okay, Sky Terror Flying Menace.
It's a flying 2/2 menace for 2.
Ooh.
What is this card? It's a dinosaur too.
Wait, is this... Hold on.
This is Ixalan. This is about to be standard.
I thought this was an iconic masters, and I was like, I don't remember
this card isn't iconic. Bad choice,
like,
Wizards.
It's a dinosaur.
This will be in the next iconic masters. Look at this card. This is gonna at least
Man.
take over limited.
I need everyone to understand how excited I am for Ixalan. I have not been excited for standard since I played Grimgrin Infinite Combo with Gravecrawler and Rooftop Storm. So I'm actually incredibly excited for this.
Tell me about this card.
Oh, okay. So I play elves, obviously. This card is our modern Gaia's Cradle. That's what I think. Like, it's so good. There's never a time where, or I guess there are times, but you always like turn 2, turn 3, have 4 creatures, instantly flips. You have Gaia's Cradle. I'm just saying. It kind of makes me want to change my elves deck to a more of like a Crater Hoof type of deck, because if you
can
have
just
this
get
much,
there.
yeah, if you have this much mana, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be so easy. And we were actually talking about it earlier, about taking out, because I played Lead the Stampede, and taking out Lead the
card's
Stampede
garbage.
stop. I don't want to talk to him about this. Like, we argue about this all the time. I think Lead the Stampede is a terrific card, but we were talking about putting in cords, because if you have that much mana, you can also just cord.
Oh yeah.
For Crater
Oh
Hoof.
for sure.
It
How do
depends.
you feel about this Jace? I've heard mixed opinions.
Infinite.
Oh yeah. So he goes like super infinite very easily.
I think this is a very good card. I actually personally really like this card.
So for actual constructed playability, how what do you think about like standard? Let's talk about standard.
If we're talking about standard,
Because this isn't gonna make waves in modern. Maybe.
no, I don't know. I see it as
Merfolk
more of an EDH.
plays Smuggler's Copter for the exact same reason.
Okay,
You loot off
I
of
don't
each
agree with the
creature that
Smuggler's
deals
Copter
damage.
thing, though. I understand.
Okay.
I get that. I don't agree with the Smuggler's Copter
Okay.
in Merfolk thing. I know a lot of people like it, but I'm not a personal fan of it. But this in standard, I think it's gonna see play, but I don't think it's gonna be like a ginormous staple in standard. I don't know if you agree, disagree, but
I think that I can see that viewpoint where like this will do work maybe in sideboard for Merfolk decks against the control matchup, stuff like that.
Well, because
You get to find more cards, you get to make more creatures, right?
Like if we're talking about, if this goes into, because I know like people are already building like green blue Merfolk, this I think would be a terrific sideboard, maybe 2 of main board in the Merfolk.
All right, so let's talk about the one that I know for
Opt.
sure is going to see constructed play.
I was like, opt.
Well, we'll talk about Planeswalkers. We'll talk about Opt after this because that has multiple implications.
Ooh, that one's
This
good.
one is going to see standard play.
I actually haven't seen this. Let me see. Created 2/2 Black Pirate.
7 mana Garruk saw standard play.
Wow. Okay, so it's 4 green black. Destroy target artifact creature or enchantment. Create a color's treasure artifact token with 2.
You get a Lotus Petal and you get to destroy something.
-10. Target player's life total becomes. It starts at 6.
That's at 2 turns.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm excited for this. I'm
Right.
not gonna lie to you. I'm very excited for this.
There's no reason that this doesn't go in like a green, black, and blue deck.
Oh man.
And this is just your like finisher.
This is really good. Also because, so I really hope this becomes a thing. The one that if you have 10 treasures or more, you win the game. I want this to be
Those
a
never
thing
become a
so
thing.
badly. One day, I promise you.
One day they'll print a win condition that's just way too good.
All these
this
flip
one,
cards are gorgeous.
This one that flips into Mazavith is one of my favorites as well.
They did. I'm not gonna lie. They did a terrific job on
the
this.
artwork.
Yes.
This
set is
as
just
you can
good.
see with this person over here, everyone's like so tired of Jace. But you know what's funny? We've only had one Jace this entire standard.
I know.
Jace Unraveler of Secrets.
Yep.
So get over it, person.
Like,
like these reprints are amazing.
I'm so excited for this, and the art on them is so gorgeous. Like that Glacial Fortress. I think that it's gorgeous. I love it. It's beautiful.
Oh, for sure. Let's
and
talk
then
about
this unclaimed territory. Yes.
Do you think that this card's gonna do anything?
I think it is. It's pretty much a cavern. Like it's what it is. It's a cavern to standard players. I think it's gonna see some play, especially because you get a waste. So I'm not gonna lie, I would not mind putting this in Eldrazi. I wouldn't.
There is some sort of implications for this going like there's always been like these fringe 5-color human decks and stuff like that in modern, and these are the types of cards that like because right now they have to play like 4 mana confluence and 4 city eyebrows. Like this just takes that over.
Oh, I was talking about. Okay.
Well, that's what I mean. This
yeah.
opens the door for
Yeah.
more creature-based type decks to
Yes.
come out. All right, so this is where we're at.
Ooh,
Well, Spell Pierce
So first of all, Spell Pierce.
Yeah.
This is so good.
The artwork's amazing.
I really, really love this artwork. Like their merfolk on I think it's so gorgeous. And it's good because it's blue. Obviously merfolk. It goes together. This card. Everyone has been talking about this card being printed.
It's funny
so
because everyone,
good.
newer players have been talking about this card being printed, and everyone else is like, "Oh yeah, cool reprint."
No, yeah. No.
This isn't a first time
I know
printing.
this isn't a first time.
This is a first time
but-
modern printing.
That's right. Opt is now modern play. Ooh,
Look,
it's an instant speed scry
they put
draw.
Storm in the name, Captain Storm.
Captain Storm's orders taken. Oh, I like this.
They know what they're doing.
They do.
Here.
They know what they're doing with this. They know.
There's one last card that I actually like to gauge what people think about cards like this.
Let me see. Wanted Scoundrels. When Wanted Scoundrels dies.
Tell me your completely unbiased opinion about this card.
Dies target opponent creates 2 colors. I don't. It's a 2-drop 4/3. Okay. I think I like it.
So this
It's
is
a 2-drop 4/3.
This is where I'm at on every time they print a card like Wanted Scoundrels. This is a card that I'm like, okay, in the pirate deck I can see like risking it for this
Yes.
card. But like there's gonna be people, especially newer players, that see this and just don't even read
But
this
what
box.
I'm seeing, that's what I'm saying. The
Like-
sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. You're giving your
opponent
that.
You're giving your control opponent their
2.
bolus mana next
Yeah.
turn, right? So like the problem with this is now lightning strikes in the format.
I forgot that they were.
A braid is in the
yes.
format still.
That's
Harness
true.
lightning is in the format.
So I mean, really,
This just dies to it. Fatal Push is still in the format.
Yeah.
This dies to everything
yeah,
unconditionally.
and then they get 2
2
extra mana on
Two
their
mana.
next turn.
Here's your
Yeah.
Lotus Petals, and I think this is a trap that newer players kind of fall into, where they evaluate like power toughness based on mana cost,
Yes.
and they really should be
That's-
reading this area.
Yeah, because I mean, whenever I first started playing Magic, I was 17, and that's kind of what I did. Like, if it was low costing, had a big, like 4/3,
Yeah.
then yeah, it would have been good. But now that I've gotten more into Magic, I understand. I understand where you're coming
And
from.
guys,
I think that's...
Blood Rage Brawler is still standard, and this
Yes.
card, yeah, it says enter discard a card, but if you have no cards in hand, this doesn't say you have to sack it.
yeah,
So like this
it's a good
this
long
is,
game draw.
This is the fine card.
Yes.
Don't play this pirate. Play Blood Rage Brawler. And the last card before we take a quick
Duress.
recess
I had a feeling.
is
I had a
Duress.
feeling.
So one, the artwork is some of the most phenomenal
I-
artwork I've ever seen on a Magic set.
Yes.
For sure. I mean, this Magic set has looked amazing.
Ah.
And we have been missing these staple cards. So when they took away core sets, they really kind of
Yeah.
just took away staples.
Yes.
And so, because they can print these cards unconditionally in sets, right?
Yeah, and I
they don't
know-
have to stick to a theme or something like that.
And I know a lot of people were upset about them getting away or getting rid of the core sets, but I'm
Right.
so happy they're bringing them back and they brought Duress into
Yeah,
this.
and they're fixing this
Yes.
format. It's so funny because we see, like, there's hate bears in this set, too. Like, there's so many cards that answer the cards that are already banned.
Yes. Yeah.
So someone's like, can they unban Saheeli Cat combo? Because they printed all these white cards that, like, they stop enter the battlefield triggers.
I'm gonna pull a James. Please, 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 please. That was my favorite standard deck.
All right, and we're gonna pull the same shenanigans here. We're actually gonna be back. Well, that's my phone. We're actually gonna be back in 15 with another round. We're gonna report some rounds. I'm gonna make sure John is perfectly fine at the counter.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everybody.